Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a look around Haven and pretty much talk to everybody. Also, I changed all my equipment,
How do
but
you think they'll close that huge hole in
yeah.
the sky?
Ally with the Templars, I'd imagine? I've seen them weaken magic.
What about the rebel mages?
Rebel mages probably made that damn breach.
Right. Hello.
When will you be able to get
If
us
you're
the
here to
crafting
clean, Hess
supplies
can
we
get you a
need?
bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thrym,
Yes, I am.
Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Alright, let's investigate. What is your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all
Loghain,
turned on him
huh?
at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Let's go. No wonder you're unpopular.
With that attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really
I'm
happened.
sure you do.
King Kalen overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Ten Loghain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Tell me about requisition.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Varric can get our troops better weapons.
Alright, how do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.
Farewell.
There
Make
we
it go with you.
go. Okay, so requisitions basically are good things to have because they give you power and stuff. And yeah.
Thanks for checking anyway.
You can, I think you can enhance, I don't think you can enhance with Haven, but when you get to Skyhold, which we're obviously not there yet, you can enhance Skyhold. Alright, let's go, well, we'll just wander around because we're gonna go check in on everything everywhere. Grab some elf fruit. And we cannot jump over that, so no, of course. I have to go all the way back around as I walk into a tree. So very good at this. Okay, let's see if there's anything new in here. Probably not. No, nothing. Then, oh, I see a sack to loot. Okay, so let's have a chat with our best friend Varric. Hey Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Let's go. Let's go with that. I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Let's say... It hasn't sunk in yet.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Yes.
Need something?
Alright, let's go. I have questions about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Okay, let's go with... Let's just start here. Where are Hawk's friends?
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though.
Yep, sounds
Isabella
about
went
right.
back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's brother Carver is still in the free marches, helping the Kirkwall Guard keep order. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Yep. Varric,
Need
come
something?
back. More questions?
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Alright, what happened to Anders?
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
Orsino's fate made no sense.
In the book, you say
Oh.
that first Enchanter Orsino turned
Varric.
himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to
Varric.
you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
You made up the air shock
There's
fight?
no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Carry on.
Okay. And now
Need something?
we have more to talk about. Why is this still?
I read your Tale of the Champion.
That's a pretty common reaction.
Okay, that's...
Go ahead.
Carry on.
Okay,
Need something?
let's say, tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
Yes, it has. What is it exactly?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What can it do?
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Why was it in the temple?
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the tide it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the deep roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Okay, now we're gonna
Need
ask him
something?
some personal questions.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Alright, how do you know Cassandra?
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where are you from?
Are you from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
What do you do?
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Could you do Liliana's job?
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Aw. Varric. What books do you write?
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What shops do you own?
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
Alright, tell me about the crossbow.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Did you now? Why Bianca?
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Varric.
Alright,
problem.
that should be it for Varric. So, let's have a look around the rest of the upper part, and then we'll move down into the midsection and then to the lower section.
The conclave
Fix
is
the
our
door
best
just like you
shot.
asked, Flitter.
The divine, the mages,
Cannot
the
get
templar,
around to that.
all one ready
After
to
Harriet said I should go back right away.
Alright, let me try to talk to this chick.
Can we get here?
What can I find in Haven?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segris. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. Cheap studies, beasts, and things, as I understand.
Thank you. So, Bards are really friggin' loud. I do like her songs though, they're kinda cool. Oh, something to read. A Tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korth, the Mountain Father, kept his throne at the peak of Belenas, the mountain at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korth devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountain the world had ever seen, the Frostbacks, to guard it. But without his heart, the Mountain Father grew cruel. His chest was filled with bitter mountain winds. What? Oh, okay, yeah. That shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korth could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korth. The Lady of the Skies sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and the strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart, and for a year and a day they searched. But sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed, for the ptarmigan is a tiny bird, too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles, but the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the Frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled. She hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds, and so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the gods' terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it, little by little, out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the gold cask struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korth neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon Winter's Breath bound Korth's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape. And all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan, honored above even the loftiest eagles. The Ptarmigan, an Evar tale, from Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Resources found here: Elfroot, Iron. I don't know why I just said that. I actually haven't really ever read, like, most of the stuff in the game, like, too deeply. So it's kind of fun and interesting to read it now. So, we're experiencing some new things together. Oh, what's this? The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr? I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but we're gonna go with that. Like most kings, was a man of great pride who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket that is high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession, and stood in a place of honor in his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Lovely. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses: the cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. Then, one day, a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedivere. I think it's Bedivere. It's probably Bedivere. Anyways, with wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedivere swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the maiden, the device that had given Bedivere all his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedivere grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it is so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedivere grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said, and with that he stepped into the device. But Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedivere squeezed himself into the iron casket that Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the maiden with the screaming Bedivere inside, through the castle, and down into the city, and the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheer and dance to the singing that echoed through the streets until Bedivere was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern. Well, that was grim. Alright. So, let's go talk to Best Boy Solas.
The chosen of Andraste.
Yeah, hi.
Blessed heroes sent to save us all.
Let's just say I'm not a hero.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant.
Of course.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
So cute. Okay, anyways, let's say, oh goodness, I don't remember which of the approval answers. Let's go, that's valuable.
I imagine you find some amazing things in there, alongside all the demons.
Exactly. It is occasionally dangerous, yes. But more often it's just sad to see what has been lost. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate mage surrounded by chantry forces, and unlike you, I do not have a divine mark protecting me. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
You can trust me.
You came here to help, Solas. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Okay, we're gonna keep talking to Solas.
Closing
Got more
the
to
breach
say.
is our primary goal.
Yes.
But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
Mm-hmm. You think it survived?
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created
Touché.
the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Aha. Alright, let's go. I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Yes, let us chat. Tell me about elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You
Haha.
are Dalish, are you not?
Let's go. Why are you so angry?
What's your problem?
Oh no, I'm
with the Dalish?
sorry.
Allergic to Hala?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they
Okay.
pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
So, so teach other. I can't remember which ones are all the approval ones. I'm so sad now. So teach other elves.
Fine.
Oh my
you think
god,
they're
I
terrible.
suck.
What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alien
I'm
to
so
learn
sorry,
that his
Solas.
ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
I'm so sorry. Okay, tell me about elven magic.
Is the magic they teach in the circle different from the magic I learned with my people?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Okay, special. Was immortality due to magic?
The legends of elven immortality.
Gotta get that approval
Did
back.
they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Yes, it sounds beautiful. Alright, about blood magic.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Okay, so I'm going for approval. So I can't say it's evil because then he gets upset. So we're just gonna say I don't mind it. Seems interesting. We'll say it seems interesting. I think we should be safe.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it.
Ah,
Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful.
see, that's interesting.
Provided it remains a tool, not a crutch, nor a passion.
Yes, good to know. I will not be learning blood magic, by the way. That is not the plan. Alright, tell me about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Sounds beautiful. Tell me more of the Dalish.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely to the forests.
Tell me about city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
We'll talk later.
I'm so upset. I'm sorry I made you mad, Solas. Please
Greetings.
don't hate me. Tell me about the Fade.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Yes, tell me more. Tell me about the Breach.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Gotta get that
Simply
sweet
put,
approval.
It is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
Tell me about the Veil.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
Sounds marvelous.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
Tell me about demons.
I'd like to know more about demons.
Your Dalish say that demons hate the natural world, and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Can we change that?
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
Yes.
We'll talk later.
Is that it? Or was there? I think there might be more. Solas,
Hello.
is there more to say? Yes, tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Solas.
Why?
I respect you.
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solas. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Well, I have ulterior motives, but you know. Whatever. Why study the Fade?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
That sounds dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
Clearly you woke up.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Is that why you're here?
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
Touché. It's, I hope that works.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
Yes! You like my side benefits?
Indomitable focus.
Presumably. I have yet to see it dominate.
Oh,
I imagine that the sight
my
would be
goodness.
fascinating.
No comment. Where have you studied? Oh my
You
god.
said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world or its memory is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers. The best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Which battlefields?
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
Tell me what happened.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Kaelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real.
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Yes, because everybody sees the world differently. Do you work with anyone?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
Wisdom and purpose.
I don't know of any spirits by those names.
They rarely seek this world. When they do, their natures do not often survive exposure to the people they encounter. Wisdom and purpose are too easily twisted to pride and desire.
Those are demon names.
You're saying that you became friends with Pride and Desire demons?
They were not demons for me.
Meaning?
The Fade reflects the minds of the living. If you expect a spirit of wisdom to be a pride demon, it will adapt. And if your mind is free of corrupting influences, if you understand the nature of the spirit, they can be fast friends.
Aw. That's amazing.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
Yes. Anyways, I enjoy getting to know you.
You have an interesting way of looking at the world, Solas.
I try. And that isn't quite an answer.
I look forward to helping you make new friends.
That should be... well...
That isn't quite an answer either. We'll
Yes.
talk later.
goodbye.
Alright, anything
What can I do
else?
for you?
No? Okay.
We'll talk later.
Okay, bye, Solas. Let's go in here. Radio! Let's keep looking around. Alright, so, if we go in here, we can talk to the apothecary. Oh, okay. Apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Alright, let us have a little chat with
Secret
Mr. Adon. Oops, I just interrupted
Look
him.
who's back from the dead.
Sorry,
Again.
we've met.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly
Yeah, we're
coherent.
freaking passed out, bro.
Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making us wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the wound. Name's
You
Adon.
got it.
I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Alright, so let's start investigate. You're a bit cranky.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are things?
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
I need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to
I know
look for them.
exactly where they are. How do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like.
Yeah.
Find a recipe for something better, I can
Yeah.
make that too.
Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go see if we can upgrade any other potions. So we will go for potion upgrading. You can upgrade potions you have already unlocked. To upgrade a potion, select a category, select a potion, and select the upgrade. Potion upgrades require a significant amount of herbs to unlock. In return, they give permanent and significant bonuses. But yeah. Anyways, so we have healing, regenerative, instantly heals, and that one. Okay, so let's look at our healing. I need more elf fruit. I need tons of elf fruit. Tonics, we don't have any. Grenades, we don't have any. Nice. Alright, let's check our equipment here. Potion assignment and replenishment. You can equip or replenish potions for each party member. Drag potions from the list and slot them. I think we only have one kind right now. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, we have two. So we're basically just gonna do this for everybody for now. Okay. Should do her. I'm actually just gonna leave those right now because I need more elf fruit.
Perhaps another time.
Yes, so alright. We're gonna finish. Yes, cool. Anyways. I completed mixing potions twice. Anyways, I think there might be something back here. Some elf fruit. Wait, go back. Yay. Gotta get all the elf fruit so we can make lots of things. Yes, well, let's go this way. So we're gonna head on back down this way. And our next, there was nothing to loot back here, right? Yeah. Okay. Next stop is to read this. Andraste's Mabari. You know Andraste's old Mabari. He don't show up in the chant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't. Have had some big old smelly war dog, but all Ferelden knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog he guards Andraste, without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress, just a scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out toward the fire. And Hessarian, he shed a tear, as that dog laid on the pyre. And there's Andraste's Mabari, by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride. This is a song, by the way. That's why it repeats. So he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Yes, that Mabari's the companion of the Maker's holy bride. A popular, if historically unlikely, Ferelden tavern song. Yes. Mabaris are so cute, though. Secret. I don't need to talk to you for the quest, but I will talk to you.
Could be with the sky ripped apart.
Yeah, hi. Why have you stayed?
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroy most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
How is the mood here?
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
I'd like to buy something.
Can I see what you have
I
to
just
say?
need to sell some stuff.
Of course. My
And
wares
maybe,
reputation.
I don't know if I have anything to, that I need to buy. Oh yeah, we have to go over here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I just bought some upgrade stuff for Varric and some recipes for Varric. And I sold my valuables, so nothing too interesting.
I don't see why we need to build siege equipment. We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, Recruit.
Yes, well, we'll lay siege to things at some point, so it's best to be prepared, my friend. Did I just see something? Yes, there it is. I was looking for this. Construction orders. As you know from the terrible accidents of last week, many... I just leveled up. Kinda scared me. Many passages to the mountain are unstable and liable to collapse at any moment. I do not wish us to lose more brothers and sisters in the search for lost cultist treasure. We must seal all entrances into the mountain. The Templars have done a careful sweep of the caves. Everything of worth was collected. What remains of the disciples of Andraste will be forgotten, buried in the earth once it is done. Let us have no more talk of them. This is a new haven, restored to life by the true chantry and most holy Justinia V, Mother Florentine. Yeah, remember the cult of Andraste
Who are we
or
fighting
whatever?
anyway, sir? I've heard it was mages.
In Origins?
Demons.
What?
No one really knows.
That's the Maker's truth. All you need to know is that we're holding this place against whoever comes to take it.
Indeed, we are. Let's loot this. Alright, did I just see some elf fruit back there? Or am I just seeing tree? It's just a tree. That's disappointing. Is there anything up here? Probably not. I see nothing. Okay. Let's keep having a look around, seeing if there's anything that we can pick up, loot, or interact with. In any way, shape, or form. More elf fruit. What was that called? Samite or whatever? That is used to construct armor. Got some money and some sledgehammer. A sledgehammer. So So that appears to be everything. So now we are going to head down.
Built for them the golden
Oh,
city,
actually, we're going to head over.
some of your cloth for bandages.
We're gonna look inside these houses again because I don't think anything's changed, but you never knew. So this is our house, sort of. This was where we were when we woke up. Do I have more special shipments? No, I didn't think so. I'm pretty sure I collected them all up. Did I mention that the stuff I'm wearing is DLC stuff? Because the stuff I'm wearing is DLC stuff. Same with the weapon here. The equipment. And the weapon. Alright. Now, we need to talk with a bunch of people and go look for a, the notes. So talk to Lizette.
Yes.
We cannot
Oof.
stay here.
Alright, tell me about the Templars.
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're staying here in Haven.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
What happened at the Conclave?
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
Fair
I'll
enough.
talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
I did see something to loot. Alright. Righty. So, there's some iron here I'm going to grab. And also, you can kill animals. So, let me just...
One down!
You can get... Oh wait, come back. I thought I killed it. Sometimes you can get, there we go. Nug skin, which you can use for crafting, probably. And also that's how you get the codex entries for the animals, is by attacking them. So, if you're looking to collect all the codex entries, you have to kill all the animals, unfortunately. Or if you need like certain things like nug skin. So that's an exit point from the to the world map, but obviously I'm pretty sure we can't go to the world map, as far as I know. I'm just exploring at this point. How fun. Gotta get all that elf fruit. I think you need to collect elf fruit from some quests too at some point, so there's always that. But we are going to head back over and have a chat. I think. Actually, I don't know if he's here right now. We're just gonna go this way. And we might be having a chat with certain people. Certain individuals. No? Oh wait. I think... Yeah, there. Okay, well, I guess we have to wait. Is that more loot? Oh, more loot. There's so much loot. So we have to go out that way, over that way, whatever, to get the notes that Adon's looking for. Okay, they're not here yet, so I guess we can't talk to anybody. Certain somebody. What are these people doing here? I just saw elf fruit. I'm sorry, I got distracted. What are you guys doing out here? Nothing? Exciting. So we're gonna go talk to... Who's all over here? The smithy. The smith.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent
Varric.
cavalry, it needs better horses.
Sandra would be inside.
I heard Seeker Pentagast might try
Okay,
to acquire
yeah.
suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Guess what?
Oh, and who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Ansburg, my uncle was 5th Praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsberg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
Yes. Wait, can I?
Researcher Minade has notes on alloys that may prove more effective against demons.
Oh, does she? Well, we'll take anything that gives us.
Alright, so gotta loot everything. And there's nothing to loot. Alright, got lots of stuff here. So we are going to talk to Harriet. Hello.
Expected you'd be by. I'm
Yes.
Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My
Yeah.
gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Yes. Investigate. What can you make here?
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy, bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Cool. What's your story?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just Mr. Boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Say you're lucky.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Hmm. Do you outfit the troops?
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
And what do you, why do you need my materials?
Does the Inquisition not have supplies to make armor or weapons?
Tough convincing traders to haul up here. Impossible to get them to risk the rare stuff, so that's on you.
Cool. Can you improve my
Can you
equipment?
help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Cool, thanks.
Goodbye.
Alright, so now I do need to do this quest. So, we are going to modify armor? Upgrading an item, yeah. You can freely remove, yeah, okay, thanks. I don't think, no upgrades available. I don't think I can upgrade anyone's stuff right now. Did it just loop around? Okay, yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna upgrade this. I don't think I have anything. Oh, I do. Let's throw that on. Confirm changes. There. We upgraded something.
Serve you well.
Did I have to modify a weapon? I do have to craft an armor. Thank you. So we are just going to make... Actually, should I make this? I forgot you get these. Get another one of these. Each crafting schematic. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So this is heavy armor, I believe. Yep. Quiet. So I want to give it... Which slot is this? I wasn't paying attention. Take iron. Oh, main slot. I don't think it did anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so then this is defense. So we've got 18% healing bonus or 23% spirit resistance. I have more Samite. And right now I really don't think it matters what I do. We are going to go with the spirit resistance and we're going to craft that. There we go. I don't like naming equipment because I really couldn't be bothered, so there.
That'll do.
Did I need to modify a weapon? Actually, I do need to modify Varric's weapon here. Where is he? Can I modify Cassandra's? No. Solas? No. Okay, Varric, where are you? Hello, Bianca. So I do have some stuff. We'll just pop in whatever I have that I bought. Oh. There we go. Alright.
Should serve you well.
That... Can you not craft? Yeah, there it is. Crafting weapons. So now I bought these three recipes so that I could make Varric some stronger equipment. Also, I would like to make a staff for Solas. So 6 willpower and 6 willpower. So it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna use cotton. There. Okay, and then see if I can make. See if I have enough. Okay. 4% attack. And quack. 4 strength. I don't think I will do that.
Fine.
Yeah, hi, thanks. I made some stuff. Nothing? Okay.
Goodbye.
Right.
So I'm gonna do some selling and then we'll move on. Alrighty, so now we are going to... Do I have a map? Oh, I do. How exciting. Yes, we're going here. What is this? And we're gonna go out there, I guess. So, we're gonna go back this way, and then down that way, grab the notes, and then wander all the way over there, and there should be a logging site there. And... yes. I can do a bunch of stuff. I think after that, we will go and continue on with the main story. We'll have a chat with everyone and then, yes, V to search. Okay, so basically use the search and then the little shiny thing indicates exactly where the thing is hidden, and then you can find hidden items when your map is pulsing. And you can hear the dingling too. It's over here. It's right here. There we are. Okay, so we got the notes for Adon. Let's see if there's anything else to take here. Oh yes, and then V will also highlight. The search will also highlight things you can interact with. So resources, looting, things. I think people too. So that's cool. Except for it's in a really awkward spot on my keyboard, so that's the one thing I don't like, but whatever. Grab the iron. So we're gonna go grab that logging site and then we will head back to Adon. I believe you can upgrade your pulse thingy too, so. Okay, so we should kill this ram.
Die!
There. So okay, I can get the codex and some stuff from it. Ram leather, elf fruit, like that. Where am I going here? Where am I? Oh, just rams. I think rams will attack you. I don't remember. These guys are not fun. They have armor, heavy armor. So you definitely do not want to attack them if you are not ready to get absolutely destroyed. Did I miss the logging site? I think I did. I think I missed it. Is this it? Yeah, I walked right past it. Whoops. I don't think there's anything else out here, so just some iron. Maybe I'll just go gather this iron. So it should be over this way, I guess. There will be a thing. There's a lot of indicators. I think it's this one here. Yeah, see? This and all these things indicate logging sites, so they're really not... I say they're not that hard to find, but, you know. I missed it. So we will now head all the way back over here to finish up these two quests. And yeah, so I'll see you over at Adon. Hello,
You're
I
back.
brought your thing.
And in one piece.
Yeah, here's your notes.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Thanks. I have no idea. Goodbye. Lyrium potion recipe. Oh, nice. Hey! Alright, let's go talk to, the quartermaster. I forgot her name already. I'm not very good with names. Clearly.
As there is but one world, one life.
Wait, do I need to have to... I don't think I even have to talk to her. I think I can just do this. Where? Okay,
Much
that's
appreciated.
done.
Nice work with those supplies. The smiths can use them to fit our troops with better gear. Might
Cool.
not affect you much, but our recruits will have better chances next time some monster flies out of a rift.
Foreshadowing, is that? Okay, goodbye.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Yes. So we got some power. I don't think I can do anything with this. I do not know why it lights up all the time. Okay, I think that's... I don't know why I thought I just saw something.
So we're heretics, just like that. Should we
We're gonna
surrender
go
or-
inside. Oh, we still have to talk to Minerva, I think her name is. She's the one who collects information.
Does it trouble you?
Where does it come from?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach.
Indeed.
You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds like fun.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor.
Yes.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
I love Cullen too.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Yes, of course. Does that matter?
Can't you simply ignore them?
If only that were possible. Some are calling you,
Yep.
a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
The Herald of Andraste.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's unnerving.
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Yes. The breach doesn't worry them?
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat, they just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay, so operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side. So we have to go here. The Inquisition clan unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands. Yeah. So basically, you need power to unlock different locations. To explore. So let's go. Scout Harding! She's so cute. Alright, so we unlocked a new area. Scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refuge until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. We are not going to go to the hinterlands yet. We can now do missions. 1 mission per advisor. Missions. Okay. So missions can unlock resources, items, new, like they can follow kind of like story things, sort of, I guess. Okay, contact Clan Llewellyn. Clan Llewellyn offers greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that has opened in the sky. While some Dalish clans hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Llewellyn has always dealt fairly with all and wished only for peace. That said, we have on occasion been forced to defend ourselves from those who saw us only as potential victims. It has come to our attention that a member of our clan is being held captive by your Inquisition. She went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that she intentionally violated your customs. If she has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, it would ease our concerns to hear from her to know that she remains with the Inquisition of her own will. We await your reply. Keeper... Oh god. Istamathorial Llewellyn. That is a name. So, we can... Liliana. The Dalish respect deeds, not words. Let my elven agents deliver something the clan needs as a show of good faith. Cullen, my troops can deliver news of your safety and make it clear that the Inquisition should be taken seriously. Or, Josephine, your people must be approached carefully. One of our elven scribes could deliver a message and share news of the Inquisition's fair treatment. So basically you can just choose whichever advisor you want. Sometimes the time required to complete will change, whether it goes up or down, depending on the advisor. As you can see, Cullen is a shorter time period. But we are going to choose... I think we'll go with Josephine.
At your service.
So then now we have to wait 15 minutes. The counter does... it should count down in real time. So even when the game is closed out, it should continue to count down. So, let's go 4, Harden Hightown. 3, Varric's Revenge. Ruffles. Hang in. Maybe. I don't know. I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Harden Hightown 3, the repunching... What? What a name. Appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. Yeah, it's terrible. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Peral Bellenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print house. Maybe you could find out more than the guild, Varric. So, because Josephine's on another mission, she cannot be used for this one, of course. But if we were going to use her, it just says I can ask a friend in Antiva City to look into this matter, I suppose. But we can make Liliana do it, and she'll just, it says, if this author has evaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating him. So we're just gonna send off Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Nice. So Cullen is the next one, and I think I like to not click on ones that I haven't done, like I'm not gonna do right away, because once you click on it, the little new thing marker goes away, and then it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because it's so dark. It's kind of hard to tell which ones you haven't done. But I'm just gonna have him gather coin right now. So let's do this.
To work?
It'll take an hour, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we're gonna go around and talk to... So we still need to talk to Cassandra, Cullen, Liliana, and Josephine. And Minerva? Is that her name? Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks. We don't want to summon the War Council. So, I know exactly where everybody is, but I'm not sure if there's anything new in some of these rooms. So Minerva and Josephine are in here. And we're gonna get a cutscene for every advisor, I'm pretty sure.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven.
Is that so?
House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
The Divine's advisors founded it?
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I see no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentacus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
Indeed.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Thanks. Much appreciated. Does the Marquis own Haven?
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
So the Marquis was bluffing.
His Grace was all bluster then.
Even should he leave, the Marquis will share his thoughts on us upon his return to Valorаю. Every guest we receive, and we will receive them, will spread the Inquisition's story. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Okay. How did you become ambassador?
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What's your background?
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so.
Indeed.
Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
As you wish. Okay, so I will have a chat with Josephine. But I want to talk to Maeve first.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. It's odd to see them accepting a mage as their hero. Especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you were never part of a circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Alright,
You've
question
brought back
time.
some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
So you're a mage?
You said you were a mage?
No, just an apprentice. Circle mages must prove themselves in a ritual called the Harrowing. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You didn't join the rebels?
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I liked studying. I liked performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Okay, we're gonna, so based on your background, you can do special options. So like, I'm a Dalish mage, so I can do Dalish elf responses, mage responses. If you're warrior class, you can sometimes do warrior responses. If you're human, human responses, dwarf, etc, etc. So we're just gonna use this one because it's there.
You might have done well among the Dalish. Our mages are encouraged to study safely.
Fenrir will take the Dalish. Don't let my lack of Valisline fool you, Letheline. I was a proud member of my clan until my magic manifested.
Ah, yes.
You know what happens when they have too many mages. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
That's awful. I think she just gets mad no matter what you say. But...
I'm so sorry.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You protected the Tranquil.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquil safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Well, they're lucky to have you.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
You research creatures.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Why study creatures?
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you brought back.
Alrighty. So we're gonna turn in the research.
Please tell me if you find something.
Apparently we don't have any, so that's exciting. So I think I'm gonna leave this video here just because my throat's starting to hurt because I don't talk a lot normally. So whenever I do these and I have to talk a lot, like, I start to get a sore throat. It's really annoying. That's what happens when you just don't talk on a regular basis. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one, where we'll continue exploring Haven. Bye!